welcome to the debut episode of Wall of Sound TV live from King Lear's Throne in Brisbane. My name is Paul Brownie Brown.
And I'm Ebony Story.
And we are going to recap the return of the live music festival season here in Australia post-COVID.
Yep, we hit up Night and Day, UNIFY and Full Tilt.
And something special happened at Full Tilt in Brisbane, didn't it?
Yeah, Brownie wore a costume.
Very sexy, showing off those guns. More of that will be revealed a little bit later on, but right now let's take it back to where it all kicked off with Night and Day Festival in Ballarat, regional Victoria. Metalheads descended upon Cryle Castle, and it was an experience we've never had in Australia before.
Well, no, because it was a super spreader, but that's besides the point.
COVID doesn't exist anymore. Anyway, Polaris headlined, so did Parkway Drive, and you've seen the live footage, you've seen our after film, but what you haven't seen is all the stuff that didn't make the final cut.
It's good. Please enjoy.
One of the greatest things about coming to a music festival is the costumes, and it's good to see everyone getting involved with it. We are joined by
Josh.
And who are you supposed to be today?
Jester the Molester.
Jester the Molester, okay, all right, well. To Night and Day Festival, day one! Fuck yeah!
That's a nice clap.
Very good clap.
Do you want to be interviewed? Yeah? Yeah.
I just want to cut a dinosaur, but you go first. Brownie, what are you in for?
This is how it feels listening to Angus and Julia Stone.
Alright, we're going to leave him there.
What's more painful, getting hot glue on your leg or getting trampled in the mosh pit?
Hot glue on my leg.
Okay, so don't do that.
Standout's got to be mirrors. We were waiting for them all day. We were talking about them. We're like, no, it's going to be one of the biggest sets of the day, especially opening up the day after Terror. It was so good. He screams, he's clean, it's just so much fun.
Seems everyone wants a crack at the Jesters. You know, I'm a pretty funny bloke, but I don't look that ugly, but, you know. Metalheads have congregated right here in Ballarat at Cryle Castle. It is going to be insane.
Yeah, definitely. What he said.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
This. If you need to convert someone, what do you reckon you can convert someone to do? Get in a circle pit?
Yeah, no, that's definitely great. You know, you kind of go in there one man and you come out another.
Exactly, yeah, I like that. And it's great to see Harry Potter doing more things outside of the multiverse. Well done, mate.
Thank you. No, I get that a lot.
Did you get in there a mosh?
I got in there a mosh, so I had people on my shoulders, I had people crowd surfing, mates came back with war wounds. Like, I feel like that set there is going to set them off for the rest of the year and next year. They were incredible.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That's also been the consensus of like today as well. Everyone's like, Wind Waker, possible show, or possible, what's the word? Possible show of the festival. Set of the festival. We'll fix that up later.
And who has been your standout band of the festival?
Paperweight, mate.
Paperweight, we're good?
Absolutely fucking love them.
The next big thing in Aussie pop punk?
Probably them, to be honest.
Yeah, you reckon? You're not paid by the band to say that, are you?
I mean, if they want to buy me a beer, I won't say no.
I'm sure everyone would love to buy you a beer. I mean, you're the perfect meeting point.
Did you just offer me on camera to buy me a beer? I'm holding you to that.
Yeah.
What about you? You're very tall.
Thank you.
It's not very often that you get to interview a dinosaur at a music festival, but here we are waiting in line to interview a dinosaur. First of all, what are you doing to stay cold and you know, not pass out in there?
Lots of liquor, but I don't think it's helping with the temperature in here. But it's the fun. I'm having fun. So
what's the plan of attack? Don't die of extinction?
I think it's as long as the batteries last, I'll last, and then.
So if there's a naked man running around later on, it's the former dinosaur.
Oh, half naked. I wouldn't say fully naked.
Well, I don't know. I'm looking in there and I just see nothing but skin and sweat. And what's your New Year's resolution?
Shit, I haven't thought that far ahead.
Well, we got 6 hours left to go, so, you know, pull your finger out.
Where? Which orifice?
What is your New Year's resolution since we're here at Night and Day Festival on New Year's Eve?
Take my profession to the next level. That's my New Year's resolution.
So you're going to get a job in that dinosaur outfit?
Absolutely.
Oh, I hate this so much, but we'll come back to this later. All right, this is the cemetery. People are dying. Huh? Where are we? We're in the cemetery. Welcome. Oh, god damn it.
In night and day world and in live music world, molesting has two different words, two different meanings. And yeah, apparently you need to keep your hands to yourself.
Hard to do.
Have you? How have you gone today with that rule?
So far, so good.
Excellent. Perfect. I don't know where to go with that, but that'll do. That's definitely going to be in the blooper reel.
Jester the molester.
Jester the molester.
Lol.
Yeah.
Jester the molester. You look, that interview was a bit touchy-feely, so we did cut it out. But
However, you did get a little bit touchy-feely at UNIFY Forever
I just took photos.
for the, Tattoos of UNIFY
Oh,
segment. Your boyfriend Jordan didn't get upset at all?
No, he's very supportive.
Yeah, we love some Jordan. Let's take a look at the tattoos you saw at UNIFY. All right, so what do we got here? Security
so
guard,
essentially,
and a bit of death.
death.
Chemical miracle.
Browny, this looks
That's
great.
actually a really good chemical miracle tattoo, actually.
It is. So many cool tattoos.
And all
I-
different styles too, not the same
Yeah.
ones. Oh,
There's
g'day,
Lily.
Lily.
This one is probably one of my faves. Look at that.
Yeah, I
That's
love a good back
insane.
piece like that. And see, people who aren't afraid to have colour in their tattoos,
Yeah.
that are just specifically black, it's really good. I like that.
This is, it's Axel.
Oh,
Forget
Wild Heart
his name.
Boys.
Yeah, Wild Heart Boys.
And Jordan from Starve, some knuckle tattoos. See,
An
that's
insane bodysuit.
pure dedication there, having the full bodysuit there. I really like that.
That's a very close-up. Browny, what the heck is that?
I see someone really appreciates the love of Ebony Story.
Ah.
See? Ebony Story fans everywhere you look. Now, if you kept an eye on Wall of Sound, you would have seen the Digimag we put together for UNIFY. We are going to bring it back again at the end of the year for Good Things Festival, hopefully covering every single band on the lineup.
Every band.
And moving into 2023 with enough support, we would love to do a physical run as well. So if this is something you want to see happen, make sure you hit us up on our socials, Wall of Sound AU.
You're watching Wall of Sound TV.
Following UNIFY, we spread our wings and head to Full Tilt in Melbourne, where there was one band in particular we were mad excited to catch up with. Make Them Suffer played their very first show post-COVID with a brand new lineup, and it was killer. It was insane. The mosh pit went off, everyone frothed them so early in the day, and luckily we got to catch up with frontman Sean Hermanis backstage, who gave us a few insights to what the band had planned for the rest of 2022. Will we be seeing you doing the dual abilities, the unclean screams with Make Them Suffer and the clean stuff?
I'm not so sure about that. I mean, I think like maybe sprinkled in there. We're it's all so much in the air.
Yeah,
like we have no idea what's going on at the moment. I think right now our main goal is to just, have a strong friendship and stay together and get as much writing in the instrumental and screaming vocal department as possible, and just see what happens. We're not exactly sure what the next step is in terms of lineup or anything like that, but yeah.
Through your history, you've kind of gone from this sort of never bloomed deathcore band to more of a more contemporary metalcore band, and I've sort of seen that transformation with Old Souls being kind of the bridge, I guess. With some, trying times at the moment, do you think that you might explore the sort of deathcore side again?
Well, I think we're trying. I don't know if it's going to be deathcore, but I think we're trying to get heavier. I'm always pushing for like a heavier sound. Just so like any of you old fans out there, like I'm always pushing for a really heavy sound. Okay, I always want more breakdowns, tune it down lower, whatever it is. But yeah.
So we'll give Will Ramos a run for his money in Lorna Shore then.
Yeah. I don't know about that. I can't make those sounds.
And since that interview, we found out that things have changed a little bit, and Alex Reid has joined the band.
Formerly from the band Round This City, she is now joining as the band's co-vocalist and guitarist.
I'm pretty sure Voyager are going to be pissed. That's their thing.
But look, Sean's been hanging out with Scott Kay from Voyager in their side project Onslow, so worlds definitely collided there, and we now have a guitar in the metalcore scene. Cannot wait to see what this band do with that.
But next we went to Brisbane Full Tilt, and they had a different lineup from Melbourne with Alpha Wolf and Reliqa joining the crew, and we also did a couple of interviews.
And Ebony got her fangirl on.
You weren't meant to see this footage, I'm really sorry.
Hey, I'm Monique from Reliqa, and you're watching Wall of Sound TV. I wanna sit and play naysayer, but these odds don't fall in your favor. Just gonna take that promise that I gave you.
Full Tilt Festival in Brisbane with Reliqa! I know we're being really loud right now, but you deserve that. Massive screen. You opened your first festival. Congratulations. What have you been doing behind the scenes?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, that was so much fun. For context, we pretty much just got off the stage.
Yep.
We just ran back to the van, like did a bit of loading out, and we were just sort of like, hell yeah.
Did that just happen? Kind of thing? Yeah.
No, I know. It's just been such a, it's been such a long time coming for this show, right?
Yeah.
We were announced on the show in December 2020. So we were originally going to be playing like June
last year.
Yeah.
And then it was like August, November or something like that. And then again in April. Yeah.
That's correct. That's right.
I know. So I guess it's just been kind of intangible, the show has. We've always known it was coming, but it was always felt so far on
like
the
dangling
horizon.
the carrot kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
you're going to play a festival, but not yet.
But
not yet.
not yet. Like, so now that it's actually happened, it just feels like a bit of a, you know?
It's done. Let's move on. Now we can finally forget about it after thinking
Oh,
about
no.
the past 3 years.
Yeah, well, I mean, thankfully we can look back on it in a really happy way now, rather than what could have been. It's
Yeah.
like what happened, what did happen. So
Yeah.
it's so great. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, and you got to premiere a new song.
We did too.
What?
Crazy good interlude.
Was
Oh yeah, the
That was
interlude.
amazing.
Yeah.
You like it?
Yes, a lot.
It's very what we talk about. It's very staticky in the middle. It's
Yeah,
it's
that
it's a
was
different
great.
sound, and then the boppy little bits in there. It didn't expect it, but also it's a Reliqa song, so you expect the unexpected with your lot.
Yeah, it was a controversial track when we were writing it. We always thought, I mean, this is a little bit of a behind the scenes, I guess. We always thought that it was going to be the single. It's always felt like just us.
Yep.
But we can't really describe it in any other way. Like you said, it's a little bit dancey, a little bit staticky, a little bit boppy. Like, it's really fun, and it's the title track of our upcoming release.
Oh.
So can we ask what it's called, or is that too much?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
It's called I Don't Know What I Am.
Oh.
And this is probably the first time that I've written a record that is more from a personal place. Like when we were writing Eventide and our earlier work, it was I always sort of distanced myself from the actual subject matter and sort of wrote a story, something that wasn't really about me, but I could still connect to. But this time, it was a little bit more, an actual task that I gave myself to dig a bit deeper, work a little harder, figure out what's going on in here. And I guess the question kept coming back is, I don't know what the hell's going on. I don't know. And it's that uncertainty and that weirdness of this big black hole of life, of what we call life kind of thing. And it's just, I think you're really going to enjoy the record. It's, this isn't really an official announcement. This is truly, you heard it here first. So
The progression from where you've come from there to where you are now, you're appearing on a bunch of festivals this year, and you're the upcomer, but you're not exactly out of place. You've deserved your spot because you've worked your ass off to get to where you are. So
appreciate that.
It's really good to see all of these doors opening and potential for what could happen next.
yeah, I really appreciate that, what you're saying. I used to be afraid of being the little one, the little band, the babies, but I'm not anymore. So I don't know what changed, but something clicked, and it made me realize you don't have to be embarrassed for being the little guy, the underdog. In fact, you should just have fun with it. I had so much fun at that set. I know we're the opener. I know that there could have been a little sprinkling of people there. Still would have been happy. Obviously, there wasn't a little sprinkling of people. It was a little bit more than a
People
sprinkling.
got into it.
Which was fantastic, but we're just trying to just have fun with that. And I think I don't know, you can tell I'm happy right now.
Yeah, look, you've got this sense and this aura behind you, which is you're enjoying yourself.
Yes.
And this is what a lot of bands tend to get into their heads with. They've got to compete with this one, that one. Get that aside and just have fun and see where the journey takes you, because it's been an incredible journey for Reliqa from start to where you are now, and it's not even over yet.
It's just beginning.
Oh, yeah,
We've got a
I
long
think
way
so.
to go, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Well, it's a very big year so far for Reliqa, and there's plenty on the way as well too, which you've mentioned to us. What's next for you?
Oh my gosh, we need to release music. I mean, like, that doesn't sound like a big goal, but like we need to release something new and hit the milestones that you would naturally hit around our sort of level of progression. Naturally, the last few years have been a little bit of a setback, but I mean, as we said earlier, we can guarantee that new music is, in fact,
it's coming.
on the way.
Yeah,
It is coming. And I think it's just a matter of, using that to kick us off to the next level. I mean, we're currently on our very first national tour, which is definitely a goal.
Yep, to cross off. Yep.
So I suppose that might have been one of them, but we're ticking that as we go.
Yep.
So more touring would be really important. Obviously, we'd love to get overseas. That's a big goal of ours. And
Progfest, if you're listening. Yep. There you go.
Hi.
Meet Reliqa.
Yeah. I saw a couple people singing lyrics in the crowd today, which was wild.
Yeah.
That's another little personal goal, to see more and more of that. Have more of those moments where you can step away from the mic and other people
let other people
take
jump
over.
up. Yeah.
Like, that's not really a more of a tangible goal, but that's something that when I look out and I see it, it's going to be a little tick.
It means something to you, yeah. Well, look, you've got Mr. Magic, you've got the Bearer of Bad News, you've got this whole plethora of music that's on the way, so there's plenty of time right now to get involved and go learn the lyrics to Doomed, which just hit 1.2 million hits on Spotify.
Yeah, we're retiring that song.
You better not.
We'll throw it back in just for you.
Yo, this is Lockie and Sabian from Alpha Wolf.
And you're watching Wall of Sound TV.
The Wolves are here. Alpha Wolf, fresh back from the United States. Sorry, let me rephrase that again. The ARIA-nominated Alpha Wolf have joined us. Firstly, congratulations to you boys for that. A monumental achievement for your album, A Quiet Place to Die. We haven't spoken since it happened, but run us through what it was like to go to the ARIAs as a metalcore band who have a song that kicks off with Watch the Bodies Drop.
I don't know, it was pretty cool being there and being like the obvious, like, misfit outlier
Black sheep.
band. Yeah, Black Sheep, yeah. You just sort of felt like the estranged cousin at the wedding. Because the whole thing just feels like a wedding reception that you don't know anybody.
Yeah.
Everyone's just like vaguely familiar.
And I saw later on in the night on your stories you got to hang out with Amy Shark, so that's obviously cool, right?
The Wiggles were our highlight.
We got Murray.
We're not up to date with modern day radio, so we didn't recognise so many people there.
Yeah.
But it's really cool to be able to do things like that we never expected as a heavy breakdown band.
Yeah, exactly.
Those sorts of things were never even on our bucket list, but to do it, to flex to our families and our peers from high school, like, here we are.
See, look, metal can get you to a mainstream event like that in Australia.
Yeah, pretty surreal, yeah.
Next step is obviously to get you boys to perform, but that's somewhere down the track. We'll deal with that when the time comes.
Yeah.
It's up to that point where, you know, you look at the next upcoming bands in Australia's metalcore scene. You got Polaris, you got Alpha Wolf, you got the next ones which are coming up the ranks and all that. Do you kind of find yourselves in a position where you're looking down with the next generation, wanting to help them out to get to your level?
Yeah, we're definitely trying. It's weird being in our position now because we've never seen ourselves as front runners.
Yep.
But we kind of are. Yeah. And because the shows that we're putting on now, the tours and stuff, we're bringing over bands that we look up to, and we're putting on shows that my 16-year-old self would have absolutely loved. And the gigs that I loved at 16 years old were when an Australian band would bring over my favourite international band. So we're doing that now, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
You're bringing Fit for a King, which is insanity. And for those of us in Queensland and Brisbane, you're playing in the Sunshine Coast, which is about an hour north up the road in a very small venue.
Yep.
And it's so hard to fathom the idea of seeing you guys and Fit for a King in a small venue in a regional town in the sunny coast. It's insane, but I'm loving the fact that you're getting behind this and spearheading this whole let's bring the international bands back to Australia again.
Yeah, we definitely wanted to be like one of the first bands in Oz to have an international tour package. Like, we're the only Australian band on that tour, like, and that's pretty sick. Like.
Yeah.
And I think we tour so much now that we always need to bring something new and fresh. So we're always going to be doing something big, something exciting to keep it fresh.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially if we're always playing with Polaris.
exactly.
Someone is getting sick of that.
Someone.
Well, one thing that actually happened when you guys were over there, and it caused a bit of a rift in the scene. I am actually getting behind you guys with this because I think it's a fantastic idea. The crowd killing comment.
Bro.
How insane was it that people were against the whole fact that you were speaking out against
apparently
crowd
it's
killing?
controversial to say you don't want your fans to be assaulted at
Exactly.
your own shows.
What's up with that?
So what started it was we're playing this show. Everything was cool, but John saw someone, he scruffed someone in the crowd and started lacing him. Like, haymakers to your face. And we're like, hang on. No.
Yep.
Like, we're a heavy band and there's always crazy moshing going on, stage dives and crazy windmilling pitters, and that's normal.
Yep.
We've all grown up with that. We've all been a part of that. And you get an accidental hit and you say sorry instantly. You're
Exactly,
like, oh my God, I just hit you. I'm so sorry. Let me buy you a drink, whatever. But this guy was fully punching a guy in the face and we called him the fuck out and tried to get him kicked out. And then after that, we were a bit heated. So I was like, whatever, let me do this tweet.
Yeah, good.
Typed
I'm glad
it up,
you
showed
did.
the fellas and we all laughed at it. And it blew up.
Didn't it just? Everywhere. Where it just split like an actual divide in the scene, which was insane. But I'm glad that you're actually here taking a stand against this kind of behaviour.
Said the same. If we see crowd killing, we'll call it out. Like, crowd killing for us is targeted assault.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not moshing. We love moshing, we love stage diving. But targeted assault, which you see at the stupid heavy hardcore shows when there's only 20 people in attendance.
Yeah.
It's whatever. We don't like it.
Yeah.
At that same show, we took a photo with an 11-year-old girl fan.
Yep,
We don't want her
to
seeing
be
that sort
in
of
that.
shit.
Exactly, yeah.
Like, it's not on. So we stand by our tweet. We didn't argue with anyone attacking us. We didn't bother that they've probably never listened to us before.
Yeah, and the people come out of the woodworks to have their opinions because of the internet,
they'd be very upset.
Yeah, straight up. So we just moved on with our lives. We still stand by it. We still think crowd killing is fucking stupid.
Yep.
But crowd killing in our eyes is targeted assault.
Exactly. Yeah. So if you, like you were saying, if you're in the mosh, you accidentally hit someone,
say sorry.
Grab it. I'm so sorry. Genuinely mean it because you genuinely don't want to hurt someone.
I literally spend half the show saying, fuck this place up, fuck this up, like, fuck the blah, 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 blah. And everybody's just like, well, that's a bit funny for Alpha Wolf to say no crowd killing. There's a slight difference
exactly,
there, man. Like,
you can cop a really bad hit sometimes. You know, there might be a broken nose or a blood nose or whatever. But if it's accidental, in a heat of the moment, heavy breakdown, just say sorry. It might hurt you and you might be upset. But the person didn't mean it.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, the person didn't mean to do that. They're enjoying their time. But it's when someone just
goes out of their way to target someone that. Yeah. So look, we do need to put a stop to that kind of behaviour. And I guess if this is a start at least, and other bands jump on board with crowd killing too, we might see a change in the scene that's definitely needed.
We're still going to be heavy as fuck moving on.
Of course you are.
We're not writing softer music. Music's staying heavy. Keep moshing.
Well, it shows the dedication to your craft and what you want to put out there. And I guess, you know, the world of metalcore right now is going insane. There's a lot of eyes on Australia. There's a lot of eyes on you boys and around the world. And how do you guys feel about the metalcore scene right now? Are you still excited about discovering new bands and new techniques and things like that?
Yeah. I think it still blows my mind that we're up here in the metalcore scene. Yeah. We still feel like local fellas from Melbourne.
Yeah.
But
I was just going to say, it felt like, I don't know, it seems like at the moment there's lots of like smaller bands doing shit with bigger bands. Like, for some reason, I don't know, there just seems to be a lot of bigger bands looking out for smaller bands in metalcore, which for some reason, for a while, there just seemed like a huge disconnect. But yeah, I don't know if there's just more like bands in the middle ground now that can like, you know, liaison with the top and the bottom sort of echelon.
Get the leg in, you know, and you know, it's that paying it forward kind of thing. You know, you wanted the big bands to take you boys out back in the day. Now you're at that point. Look for the next talent. So slide into your DMs and ask for a tour.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm always keeping up to date with the new bands, the fresh bands, and I'm always refreshing the feed and watching the stories.
And checking out Wall of Sound to see what we're talking about.
Yeah, straight up, every article. And, you know, every band that does something cool will get screenshot, put in the chat. Look at this band.
Sweet, cool.
There's always a talk of the fresh bands going on in our chats. So,
yeah, we're all over it.
It's good. You're paying back to the scene, which is awesome. So do not stop doing what you're doing. Lose the imposter syndrome. You're here. You've made it. And we can't wait to see what you boys do next. Lockie, Sabian, absolute fucking pleasure. Thank you for stopping by Wall of Sound.
Thank you very much, mate.
Hey, this is Ben. And this is Pat. We're from Slowly Slowly.
And you're watching Wall of Sound TV.
And we are here with Pat
and Ben from Slowly Slowly. So we're so glad to have you. How are you feeling?
Very good. Thanks for having us.
Oh, of course.
Happy to be here.
Definitely. And I know this is like the big old return to festivals and playing shows. You've played a couple this year already.
Yep.
How's your stage fitness? Because surely you gotta prep for that. I don't know, do some running. No.
Yeah. The first few I was very sore after. Yeah. But the last full tilt that we played in Melbourne, I came good. I was all right. Like I didn't wake up too sore. Yeah. I forgot about all the bruises after crowd surfing though. Yeah. You kind of like idealize it over COVID because you just think, oh, remember those times when we used to do all that? And then afterwards, like, oh, the reality of it is painful.
But it looks great. Photo op's amazing. Everyone loves it.
Yeah, it's good fun.
But you're the only one that's allowed to crowd surf. Pat, you don't want to ever just get in there?
Take my snare drum with me. And
jump
in the crowd.
Look, we'll just swap you guys around.
Some
fill in for me.
No, I'm very happy sitting back in the...
just watching everyone.
Behind all my stuff.
Yeah, no, that's cool. No, I did see at Melbourne as well, you had a bit of a fall, jumped off, amazing backwards roll, and then popped back up again, didn't stop singing, I think I saw.
Yeah, kept singing.
And I saw on Instagram, because I always do a little stalky stalk, you said it was because of skateboarding?
I think it's something like that, or trampoline karate, or just a long history of jeopardising my physical health.
So everything has led you to being in a band and doing cool stunts.
I think so. It's all I'm good at. So let's hopefully that this works out. There's some sort of monetary.
I mean, has it?
I don't know. Has it?
I hope so. Oh my goodness. No. But also, I was really excited because I guess you haven't really played many songs off of Race Car Blues 2 until
for sure
now.
Yeah.
And I was like, and you really like beef it all up when you play live as well, which I'm a big fan of. Are there any songs where you go through the set list and you're like, this is definitely a festival set song and this is definitely a like headline tour, more intimate show, I guess, kind of song?
Yeah, the set list stuff has been killing us at rehearsal.
Yeah, we're not used to having so much material to choose from.
Yeah, it's been a nightmare trying to fit everything in. But what were we surprised by at the festivals? Probably the level.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hadn't. That was a song that came out during lockdown and stuff. So we hadn't realised the real life reaction from it.
Yeah.
And it was crazy to hear people singing along to that one. Yeah, we hadn't had that before. Whereas if we play songs, from pre-COVID, you can imagine in your head or remember people singing along and how that felt. But these songs, it was like,
that's pretty good.
People like it.
Yeah, I'll play this again.
Yeah.
That's cool. I was really looking forward to, and maybe you'll play it in future as well, but the Best Bits, that's like my favourite song off the album,
really?
aside
Cool.
from, every other one.
Yeah.
But no, I think that one would go like mad live.
Yeah, we did play it at, we played it once.
Yeah, at Tassie.
At the Odeon Theatre, because it was the only show we got to play out of our Race Car Blues tour.
Yeah.
That got postponed and cancelled in the end.
Many times.
It was an interesting show to pull that one out because it is probably one of our heavier, more energetic songs, and but it happened to be played at a time where it was seated venues only. So
true. It was seated.
Yeah, so it was a lot of fun, but it did still feel quite strange to not have that,
People jumping and dancing around. No, that's okay. I think it'll be great. Also, I do have a bone to pick with you guys.
Okay.
A gentle bone to pick. It's not mad, but you played at UNIFY, and then you said this is like a song from the archives, and it wasn't even from like Chamomile. I was like, guys, archives? We're going way back. What do you consider your archives then? I guess. Or just in the moment you were like.
When we played a festival called Big Pineapple, I remember it was our first show ever that we played that didn't have any songs off Chamomile. It was our first set, and it was a bit of like a sad moment. It's nice to obviously expand the discography, but I have such a soft spot for those songs. But it's really hard because you got to kind of like jam radio singles and stuff into a festival set, and it's sometimes you just want to do the deep cuts.
Yeah.
But I guess that's what headline shows are for.
Obviously, full tilt at the moment, finishing off the summer festival season. Do you have anything else that you want to do for the rest of the year? What's your plan?
We definitely want to go to some places in Australia that we haven't been before. There has been a few that have just been left off tours in the past.
Yep.
So, for example, we've never been to like Cairns or Darwin. So, so we're going to fill in the gaps, I think, this year. And yeah, just bolster the Australian audience, I think, and just take the records around that we didn't get to and go see, you know, people that we haven't seen in a long time. That's probably the plan.
Yeah, we're very excited to play songs live that we've never performed for people before.
Definitely. In saying that, because I just thought of this, have you ever considered putting together a live album, considering your live shows and your other ones are so different?
We're talking about it on the plane ride over.
Yeah, we were.
Or a best of, you know, maybe later down the track.
Oh, yeah. Well, we do. Like, we were thinking about maybe like one of these shows off the tour, maybe doing like a live vinyl or something, but it should be kind of cool. But I don't know, it depends how the shows go.
I'd buy it anyway.
Yeah? Well, that's lovely of you. Yeah, definitely something that we'd consider, yeah.
Cool. Love it. Might wrap it up there. That was pretty great. I don't really know how I'm finishing this, so we're just going to be like, maybe we do a group high five or something.
Okay.
Yep.
Because awkwardness is how I get through the life.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Slowly. There we go. Don't ever polish that brownie ever again. But we just needed a laugh.
Can we do that one more time? Hands in, hands in. Yay! Ebony Story losing her mind over slowly. You can recap all the fun and festivities from all the music festivals we've covered throughout the year at wallofsoundau.com.
But before we do wrap up the episode, we are going to finally find out why Brownie was wearing a Power Rangers morph suit.
Look, I have to take you back in order to explain this story 30 years. On my 5th birthday, all I really, really wanted was to be a real life Power Ranger. I wished upon a star, I blew out candles, and 30 years later, I finally got to live out that childhood dream. We'll leave you with this footage and catch you on the next episode of Wall of Sound TV.
I'm Ebony.
I'm Brownie. See you then. Long story short, a few years ago I bought this and it's a logistical nightmare to wear to a party. So I'm retiring it today with one final mosh with the Power Rangers of Brisbane. Let's go.
Thank you for the white dress. The game is over. Got pretty handsome for a loner. Think about your